Having a growth mindset is a necessity in life. Carol Dweck did research on 400 students, and what she found is incredibly profound. So she took 400 students, and she split them into A and B. And what she did is, she took the first group, and they did a very simple IQ test, 10 questions. And for the first group, she praised them for their intelligence. She said, "Oh, you're incredibly smart, aren't you? Brilliant. You are clearly a very smart child." So for them, they were praised for their intelligence. Now the other group were praised for their effort. "Oh, you must have worked really hard. Oh, you must be an incredibly hard worker." So this was the first thing that they said. Next, the students had a choice between a harder test, which would help them grow and develop, or an easier test that they would probably do well on. The group praised for how smart they were. Only 33% of them took the harder, more challenging test. So 67% decided they would go for the easier test because they didn't want to not live up to the expectations that they'd just been given. In contrary, the group that were told that they're an incredibly hard worker and praised for how much they work, 92% of them took the harder test. Next, Carol decided to give them an impossible test to see how both groups would react. So the group that were very smart took the test, and what happened? They were very frustrated. And they ended up giving up early. But the group praised for how hard they worked were very different. They worked for longer. They actually enjoyed the test as opposed to feeling frustrated. So there was one more test that Carol did, and that was just a normal test again, just to see how they would do. The group that were praised for how smart they were did this test, they did 20% worse. But the other group, when they took the test, the group that were told that they were incredibly hardworking, they did 30% better. That's a 50% difference just by saying to a child, "Oh, you're an incredibly hard worker," or "Oh, you're an incredibly smart child." And why does this happen? Well, think about it. If you say you're incredibly smart, what you're saying to the person is that quality is you, is you're smart, so you shouldn't be wrong. So naturally they avoid challenging situations where they could be wrong because they don't like getting into those situations. And this goes into adulthood. Imagine if you're a worker just praised for how smart you are, why would you take on harder challenges? Because that doesn't make you look smart. You do the easy thing because that's what you're tied to. And this fixed mindset of not going out and not venturing stops a lot of people progressing in life. Whereas a growth mindset is very different. Because they're working hard, they're challenging themselves and they're growing. These people in life take on challenges. It's okay if they fail. They look at failures as learning experiences. So right now, I want you to think for yourself. Do you have a fixed or a growth mindset? Because a growth mindset is going to help you move forward, give your life a meaning because you're going to challenge yourself instead of being in a fixed, stable place where you feel that you can't change. So what I'd like for you to do today is to adopt a growth mindset. Take on the challenge because it's not how smart you are. IQ doesn't have anything to do with it. It's how hard you're going to work. The best athletes in the world, people that have practiced continuously. And they've refined their craft. They weren't just born with it. Natural talent has a part. But it's the people that work hard at their craft that become a true master. Every master was once a beginner. It takes grit and persistence and taking on that challenge to move forward. So adopt that growth mindset today. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please hit the like button below and leave a comment if you have any questions or just to let me know what you thought of the video. If you want to watch more videos like this, then make sure to subscribe now so you can learn how to live a truly fulfilled life.